everyone. I hope you've had a great weekend. A very exciting topic this week coming to you. We have Jason Cherret here from Urban Property Agents that works with me. He just joined my team this week. So I thought it might be an opportune time. I get asked a lot of questions come through. I get a lot of phone calls from people with regards to real estate through the social media means on how to get started. So I thought I'd run a topic on how to get started in real estate and not just hear it from me. I've been doing it 16 years now. So the real estate game has changed a lot in 16 years. So I thought it'd be great to get someone that's relatively new and kicking a few goals. So thanks very much, Jason.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
So Jason, let's start off. Question number one, a real easy one. Why real estate?
Good question. I don't actually know. It just sort of transpired. I had a bit of a background with my dad doing a little bit of small scale property development and stuff. And then I figured this was the industry I wanted to be in, and then it sort of just went from there, and next thing I knew I was a sales agent.
So you started, journey started, so I believe you went to an LJ Hooker information evening.
Yeah,
well.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I was doing a little bit of small scale stuff with Dad, doing a little bit of on-site management and stuff like that for another family business, and then went to a careers night to just sort of suss it all out because I was doing my licensing, because I knew it was what I wanted to get into, and then next thing I knew I was with LJ Hooker.
Yep. Then all of a sudden you ended up with us. So in a good spot, in a better space. No, look, that's similar to how I started. I went to a PRD function in on the park in 1998. So a lot of the people out there watching, or a few people probably wouldn't have even been born. So I went to an information evening, and that's how I got into it as well. So, you know, a few of those evenings are good to attend if you are thinking of getting into it. But you know, sometimes they're not going to give you they'll give you the good, they won't give you the bad and the ugly. So today we're about to find out a little bit about the bad and the ugly, and we'll start with some of the good. Jason, what do you enjoy most about real estate at the moment?
At the moment, well, I'm assuming it's going to always be like this. One of the biggest things I get out of it is the fact that every single day is something different. We get to meet amazing people who are just going through all sorts of chapters in their life, and it's amazing being able to help and actually run through that process with them and aid them.
Great. Another one that I thought I'd ask is, what challenges have you found and what have you done to overcome them? So we could probably say, look, starting in real estate, we could say there's hundreds of challenges and hundreds to overcome. Why don't we just give us 2 or 3?
Okay. When I initially went into this, so let's say this careers night, they sort of painted a picture whereby, you know, it's really cool, calm, collected, relaxed. Without a doubt, there are massive things that are absolutely positive about the industry, but it is a lot harder than I thought it would be. I kind of went in blind thinking you sit behind a desk and people come in and they want to sell all the time.
Doesn't happen like that, does it?
It really doesn't. That was the biggest eye-opening part about it. It was the fact that you actually need to go out there and hunt for business and knock on doors and make a million phone calls. Yeah, that was the biggest thing.
Reality check.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sorry, guys. What does a typical day look like to someone new in real estate? Run us down. Look, this guy is a machine. He is in the office first. He is the last to leave. Stereotypical, he is the guy that he absolutely knows the office alarm code back to front. He is in there first and last every day. So Jason, what does a typical day look like for someone who is newer in real estate?
Typical day for me, and it's going to be different for other people, but I am definitely now where we're based, the office in Paddington. I'm going up against people like Ben, but obviously in a different office, that have been in the industry for 10 years plus. So I'm a nobody, so I've got to get in before everyone else, work my backside off. I'm probably in at about 8:30 at the latest if we do Mount Cootha.
Jason and I walk up Mount Cootha together. He's dragging this old fella up, so no, he's very good. Jason's very disciplined with his exercise, guys. That's one thing we'll just touch on quickly, mate. He gets up, he's up Mount Cootha every day. I try and join him at least 2 or 3 times a week with my other training that I do. But this guy is committed. He's got his headphones in. If you follow him on Instagram, he usually puts something up every morning and a bit of a thought. But, it just clears the air, doesn't it? Clears your mind, sorry. The clean air.
Funny, it's Father's Day today, so I'll say it. One of the biggest things I learned from my dad was healthy body, healthy mind. So yeah, it's fundamental because we work 7 days a week minimum, and of course
it's hard to work 8.
Yeah, well, sorry, 6 days minimum. Sorry, it's been a long day.
He's been working today.
I just came from the office actually.
Yeah.
6 days minimum, and of course, whenever you get called up, you have to go, or when duty calls, you have to act, and therefore, if you're not in the right mind frame, it's hard to stay motivated. So
yeah, and that's one thing Jason's very good at. Look, you got to respond. It's not a job, guys. It's a lifestyle. So I know this is probably not aimed at a lot of mums and dads today. It's a little bit of a different topic we're running. It's probably to understand. I suppose for mums and dads out there that are watching or tuning into this, you're probably having a look at it, seeing what does a real estate do all day? Do they just sit on their ass and wait for their phone to ring? But I guess, look, it's our job. I put it to Jason this week, and just said to him, our job is other people's lives. So whether that's running around on a Sunday like today, or late, one on a weeknight or late on a weekend to get a contract signed, usually people are more accessible on the weekends. So our weekends turn into work hours, whereas most people's weekends, they're allowed to talk about their personal life. Sometimes we might try and call, some of you viewing in here during office hours, and we get the unable to talk. So a lot of our stuff is done on weekends. So yeah, Jason is right. We do, function 7 days a week. We got an email about a certain property last night at 9 o'clock. I was sitting on the couch and emailed straight back. So it is, but it is important to switch off as well. So when I do have that off time, as much as I'll still be available, wherever we go, you do try and switch off as much as possible. But again, if there's a deal on or there's a property that you're negotiating, there's a while back there when I was late for some of these crosses, these lives, because I was negotiating a property that was a number of Sundays in a row. So when the deal's on, it's on. There's an old saying, time kills all deals. So just you don't want to wait that extra day, or if you wait till Monday, someone might change their mind. So definitely 7 days a week. Any more to add to that, mate?
Well, to add to that, you're in at 8:30. Depending on what you do in the morning and whatnot, you've got meetings and people to chase up in the morning generally. Depending on what day it is, Mondays is a hectic day because you've just had opens from the weekend. There's usually deals that have been done, or callbacks and of any new possible leads to chase up. So it's a frantic day. Tuesday is sort of a wrap up of the entire weekend, whereby we go through how everyone's weekend went from an office point of view. Other than that, you're scheduling in appointments, running around doing appointments. Afternoons generally from about 4 to about 7, maybe 7:30 is callbacks and prospecting and just lead generation. And then generally a little bit of admin and whatnot, and then I tend to finish around 8 o'clock.
Yeah. Jason does, guys. Look, he is in, often, you see, get a text or an email from him from very late. So, he does really put in those hours. And I think that's important to realise. We get a lot of younger guys, a lot of girls, younger people that come into the industry as Jason said, got the perception that you're going to sit there and the business is going to come to you and the buyers are going to come to you. Well, the old saying is, it's not who you know, it's who knows you. So until you build up that reputation, you really have to go above and beyond to be, out working. And that's what Jason's doing at the moment, and we suggested a lot of the younger people do, is, if you don't have the experience, you got to outwork the opposition. It's simple as that. And the old saying, it's hustle beats talent when talent won't hustle. So for all the younger guys out there and girls, younger salespeople, it's just so important that you get in there. And we see some really good young agents that are on the horizon. There's a couple of younger ladies in the area that are going really well at the moment, and they're just out there working. And if they're working harder than the person that's been in it for 10, 15, 16, 20, 30 years, you will win. And all it takes is a couple of wins. And Jason and I were having a conversation the other day that I wasn't born with listings. Neither was Daniel, who I work with. We weren't we weren't given any. So we just started from scratch, and everyone has to start from zero. So you watch various agents across all social platforms, and everyone started. And I was once told, your first 3 to 4 years in real estate, your money won't be that great, but that can set you up for the future and really rebound you into into a good place and a good lifestyle. And it's not what you do with the money. It is what you do with the money as well too. So it's not just about earning it. You got to be smart with it and invest it wisely. And I do see a lot of people that are in real estate or in property for a long time, and they still don't own a house, and they've been selling houses for 20 years. So it's for me it's a really good way of investment, because you should know your product or your area pretty well. So you should involve yourself, like I've involved myself with the greyers, and we've been doing that for a few years now. So for young people, just involve yourself with a builder. Find a builder in your local area, and that's a way of a mutual relationship, and go from there. So I think that's something to really look out for. We won't be too much longer, guys. Just last one. What advice would you give to someone starting out in real estate, or someone new who is struggling? Give us your top two.
Is struggling. Be really comfortable with being uncomfortable. Like Ben's saying, and I don't want to brag or anything like that, but I punch huge hours because I understand that my competition or agents in my area have a 10-year head start on me. So if they're at home at 8 o'clock at night, I need to be at the office till 9, 10 o'clock at night, because they've got 10 years on me. That's one big thing. It's just relentless work and understanding your product and market. That's massive, because what I do notice is, now when I go into a listing presentation, I know I'm going to be up against big agents. So I have to have that enthusiasm and work ethic, whereby sometimes the competition will be a bit complacent and won't want to actually do the big hours, or do multiple open homes, or all that sort of stuff. What's another one?
You're doing 2 open houses on some properties at the moment.
Usually, yeah.
So that's a big thing, I know myself, I'm flat out at the moment, and we, we fit, that open in and inspections during the week. I know with Jason, if he doesn't have too much stock on, he'll do 2 open houses on a Saturday or a Sunday or Wednesday.
Why not? Because it's not just about, of course, your biggest goal is to get that product sold and please your current client, but you have to do the work to prove to them that you're good enough, so that they give you a good rep. Therefore, you gain momentum off that, but also other people in the community see you and understand that, holy, this young agent's working on a Sunday or doing 2 opens on a piece of stock that isn't considered something premium, which does nothing but shine a bit of light on how good you are, or how much you really want it.
I'll go. Jason hasn't really mentioned this, and look, I've got to take my hat off to him. You're very, very much involved in the community in Red Hill. A couple of just springs to mind. Red Hill Fair and Barden. You just did something down the Rainbow Carnival. So would you advise someone to, not just be a commission taker from the community, actually give back to the community? You're there handing out balloons, talking to mums and dads, you're really embracing the community as well.
I honestly think, 100% you need to do that, because the traditional agent, which is what is now starting to shine through again, is someone who is an expert in the area and part of the community. I think it's 100% you have to be.
Hyper-local.
Absolutely. I reckon you need to be doing everything, especially if you're a young agent starting out, whether you're in day dot or a couple of years in. You need to be on realestate.com, you need to have listings, you need to have social media down pat, you need to have every single possible avenue you can, because like I said, agents have 10 years on you, you're no one, and I look at myself and go, I've been in it for 2 minutes, someone else has been in it for years. I need to be on every single platform, I need to be punching out content, I need to be doing everything. That's what I think.
That's great. Well, guys, look, we'll wrap it up there. Look, thanks very much to Jason for coming and joining us on this Sunday. Hope everyone has a really great week. Hope you got a little bit out of that today, and please feel free to contact me if you got any further questions based around this. Don't hesitate to contact Jason as well. Look, his details, you can get them off me as well if you're starting out and want some advice, because this guy is going places. He's going to be one of the next superstars in this area, I guarantee it. But the work he's putting in now, I've seen nothing like it. So got a lot of time for him, and I can't wait to see great things that happen. So everyone have a good week, and look forward to seeing you next Sunday. Thank you.
See you.